Hello, I hope you can hear me okay, and I hope that the lathe is in view. So I've done my best with it anyway. I spent time trying to line it up before, so it's on a Gorilla Pod. So anyway, good afternoon. Just after 2 p.m, 2:15 maybe, here in the UK. So yeah, thanks for joining me again for this live session. So wow, what an epic weekend. Hello. What an epic weekend at the UK and Ireland Wood Turning Symposium. So it was a massive honour to be there and be one of the demonstrators on the live stage, and I did 2 demonstrations also for Dan and the team on Taylors Mirfield. So it was absolutely fantastic, and actually just while I think on, I better plug in my phone charger. Just feel where that is. Right, so that's plugged in, so we should have power there. Anyway, yeah, obviously Martin Saban-Smith and Steve Twidell and Ligia Rodriguez and all the team were there, absolutely fantastic. And Mike Walt was there, who was walking around with a name badge that says our founding father, which was really funny. So yeah, it's always cool to catch up with Mike Walt and the rest of the UKIS posse, and the amount of people that were there, it was really, really good. Brendan came over, bacon soda. It was great to meet up with Brendan, and we had some good chats. And obviously some old friends that I've met before, Tony Elkshot and his wife Miriam, David Richard Julie and his partner Tove from Jutland in Denmark. They'd driven all the way down, so yeah, I mean, I love David and Tove to bits, as I do lots and lots of people, but he's got a special place in my heart, as has Tove. So yeah, it was great for them to come all the way down. Who else was it amazing to meet? And John Clothier and Keith Barrow was there again, and his missus. Lots and lots of people. And if I can just sort of, like, as you came in the door, there was, what was that? There was Charn Wood, and then Leon Britton with his, would you believe it, wood pile, which I had the pleasure of purchasing some wood from Leon yet again. And his friend Mark was there, and Mark does some amazing pen blanks. And then there was the main stage, then round to Yorkshire Grit, Glyn Senior, Yorkshire Grit. So I had a giggle with them. Just kept shouting out Yorkshire Grit every 5 minutes. And then there was Taylors Mirfield, there was Mr. Pigeon and his wood supplies, there was Dalman Timber, the exotic hardwoods. Who else was there? Mark Sanger, Mick Hambry, the amazing wood turning artists and colourists. Who else? Oliver's Wood Turning, Simon Hope and his hollowing system. There was James Barry that was demonstrating his range of diamond sharpening products, so I had a quick chat with James. Axminster were in attendance. Woodok, now I have some Woodok products and they're very, very good. So I'd recommend using some Woodok, and I use it not only for some wood turning but also maintaining the wooden furniture in the house. So it's all pretty cool. So what I'm going to do today is, there's a new Taylors Mirfield pen out, and I'm going to do a Sigma, Taylors Mirfield Sigma fountain pen. There's also a new pen out called the Shakespeare, but I'm not doing that today. And this pen is for Nicola. I always let Nicola have the first of most things, but the first pen, definitely, with her being so big into her pens and fountain pens and stationery. So I've got the blanks already glued up and trimmed with the bushings here, so I hope you can see that. Nicola picked this herself, so I'm just trying to have a feel if I can remember which way it went. I think it's that way. Let me just double check. I'll hold it against the next one, see if I can feel. Yeah, it's that way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember. So, yes, this is Taylors Mirfield Sigma fountain pen, and I believe that it uses the same. If memory serves, I think this is replacing the Alpha. I think it used this. These are the Alpha bushings anyway, so they seem to fit. I hope you're getting this all okay. You're clamped. You're on a Gorilla Pod, which is gripping a piece of wood, which is held in my bench vise, which is just to the right of me here. So, just hope you're getting everything. So yeah, absolutely amazing weekend, and it was so nice. Yeah, I mean, I've been looking forward to meeting Brendan and everyone else for such a long time, and it's really cool that Brendan came over. Such a nice guy. And, you know, over the past year or so, Brendan's made me quite a lot of stuff and sent it over for me, because he's, not only is he a great guy, but he gets the whole blind thing. Not a lot of people get it. It's a strange thing to say, but a lot of people don't get it and don't understand what I'm going through. But Brendan has in the past taught blind and visually impaired people. So whenever he can, he'll always make something or send it over, and you know, it's amazing. So it was really cool. So I hope he goes back next year. What was I up to last night? Oh, last night, yeah, we were not. I wasn't a guest turner, but I'd been asked to attend a wood turning club called the Red Rose Wood Turners, I think, and it was about 16 miles from here in a place called Billsborough. And great group, and the wood turner Steve Healy was doing a demonstration there, and he did a candlestick and textured it and coloured it, so I had a feel of that and had a quick chat and a photograph with Steve Healy. So that was awesome. He's a wood turner of many years and very, very skillful. So it's always nice. He was very busy and he'd had a very long drive, but it's always nice to have a chat with a very experienced wood turner, and obviously me doing the demonstrations now and things like that. It's great for me to be assimilating what I hear, and basically I'm trying to plagiarise some hints and tips. always be seeking knowledge, and a good way for me is to go and listen to things. Well, it's practically the only way. So it's very warm today, and I'm not going to put my turning smock on. I'm going to brave the dust. So I've turned the lights on for you guys. Obviously, when I'm turning here on my own, I don't have any lights on. Even in the workshop in the depths of winter, Nicola can come home and I'm sat in the house or listening to the radio or washing the pots in complete darkness in the winter, and that's always, it doesn't freak her out. It makes her really understand, you know, what it's like to be blind. And yeah, I do all my wood turning when I'm not doing videos with no light. So in the middle of winter, if someone with sight in here tried to wood turn, they'd find it really difficult. But it makes no difference to me. Got my cup of tea there. So I am going to get started now with this turning, and I am going to start off wearing my face shield, and then when I've knocked these corners off, I'll just put some safety glasses on, because the fabric headband on this, it'll make me hot. So I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get cracking. Let's just get my position here. Let's get it going quite fast, but gentle cuts. And this is a stabilised wood and acrylic hybrid. So nice and gentle. Take the time. Knock them corners off. Stop and have a feel there. So, I'll tell you what's happening next year. Next year we've got, in fact I'm going to get rid of that face shield. I find it offensive and hot. So, yeah, the Maker Central thing that's happening next year. So, I knew Carl Jacobson was coming over next year because he commented and said he was coming over and he'd love to meet up. So I said, well, yeah, that'd be awesome. But I've also found out that Jimmy DeResta is attending now. Jimmy DeResta, if you haven't seen any of his stuff, he's from New York, and what that guy does is basically anything and everything. He's an amazing artist, but the stuff that he can make, let's tighten that up a bit more. The stuff that Jimmy DeResta can make is amazing. You know, he's such a gifted maker. Well worth a listen to. It's just nice and gentle. First impressions of this blank are very good. Feels quite nice to turn at the moment. Hopefully these shall stay that way. Oh, Pat Carroll was at the Coventry thing as well. Yuval Lahav. I love Yuval. Oh, I love everybody, but Yuval's a very, very cool guy, and he's a bit rock and roll, Yuval. Very funny, very, very intelligent. Such a sweet guy. Love to be able to spend more time with him. It's hard not to like Yuval, really. Mike Walt, yeah, funny guy as well. He did a great demo, but I was doing the demo at the same time. So I was listening to him and he was getting loads and loads of cheers and rounds of applause as his goblet stayed intact, which was awesome. Because last year the goblet broke, but this year it played ball for Mike. So obviously Mike's a massive favourite with pretty much everybody. Quite rightly too. Cheeky chappy though. One of the reasons why I love him so much. Yeah, David and Tova from Denmark. That's one hell of a commute. 14 hours driving, and he does it all non-stop pretty much. He just stops for a toilet break and some stocking up of water and snacks while they're driving. But oh my, OMG, yeah. I have a lot of good banter with Leon as well. Leon Britton from Would You Believe It? He's as mad as I am, he is. Yeah, Leon. Got so much different sorts of wood on his table there, and I apologise for the sound if I'm a bit quiet, but I am going to have to get an external microphone. But Nicola needs to research the best one for me that I need. I don't want one of those that you put over your ear and it's a stubby microphone. Bloody yuppies wear, I'm not having that. Feel like a right idiot. Just sort of like a lapel one will do me. Now, what you're gonna see me do in a minute now is this stiff hand brush. Is obviously for safety reasons I do not endorse this, but my shop, my rules. I just give it a tap like that, and it clears all them plastic strands. And that way I can keep the lathe spinning. Lovely people in the audience and visiting UKIS. It's a great crowd. And they're always so nice and respectful and thankful of the demos, and it was great to meet so many amazing people. This is feeling okay at the moment. I'm going to just turn for another few seconds and then I'm going to have a quick mouthful of tea. Oh yeah, while I was doing the demos for Dan on Taylors Mirfield, I met Scott Walker, and he's got a company called Mr. Resin Blanks. So he's bringing out a whole new range of amazing blanks too, and the silicone moulds for doing your own. So check Scott Walker out, Mr. Resin Blanks. And one of Dan's partners is a very talented young engineer called Alex. Who co-runs British made pen kits with Dan, and he hand machines and hand turns all the pen components himself, so obviously a very talented young engineer there, great machinist. Yeah, all the parts are stainless, and the new Shakespeare pen, it was in a beautiful, well, Dan sent me a Shakespeare pen that I've not got round to turning yet, like I say, but it comes in a beautiful, the pen kit comes in a beautiful display box, and it's all compartmentalised. So it's just that attention to detail, and just buying the pen kit makes you feel, you know, really happy, and it's a special product, so best of luck with all that stuff. Just taking my time, feeling my way around this new pen kit. Don't want to have any blowouts. It's this cap section on the left hand side there. It's almost down to the bushings. And my little bandsaw as well yesterday, I sharpened the blade on that. Using the Trend tapered diamond sharpening file. So I'll just put a piece of masking tape on the bandsaw blade itself for my starting point and worked around a tooth at a time. It seems to have done a really good job. Took me about 3/4 of an hour though. You guys would be able to do it faster than that. But Mike Walt recommended what type of tapered file to get, because he'd done a video about sharpening bandsaw blades, so I took his advice. Well, Ed Oliver from Oliver's went and grabbed Mike and asked, he said, Chris is going to sharpen his bandsaw blade, what kit does he need? So luckily Mike was on hand to help me get the right thing. And for those of you that couldn't get down to Coventry, especially people that I know, you know, whoever you are, you were missed. It would have been great that you got there, but there's always next year, I suppose. I've just missed with that brush and thrown it on the floor. I'll have to find it in a second. Oh, yeah, flipping heck. I've not forgotten, but I keep going, while I'm turning, I'm going through things in my head. Ron Caddy as well, the amazing Ron Caddy, amazing pen turner. He was, same as last year, on Taylors Mirfield stand. And the amazing Bill Mooney too. Now Bill Mooney, he's practically blind, he has got some vision, and he turns very, very close with his nose nearly rubbing. He can see, but he has to be just a couple of inches away. So practically blind, severely visually impaired, that's for sure. And he does a lot of amazing pens for the veterans that have been injured and help the heroes and things like that. So completely amazing guy. He was there. He did some demonstrations on polishing pens and things like that. So who else is there? Oh, Martin's lovely partner Natalia. Lots and lots of people. Wow, Danny. Who else? I think Nick was there. NZ wood turning. Didn't get the chance to speak to him though. And of course the one person that I couldn't be without and worked so hard behind the scenes, and it was nice for people to meet, it was Nicola, of course. She worked so hard doing all the hard work to get me to events like that and promote them, and leaflets and stickers and business cards and social media, and everyone was so nice and kind to her, so thank you for that. Nicola's the brains of the outfit, obviously. Phil Irons was there. I said hello to Phil. Mark Sanger did a demo. Oh, there's just so much to remember. It's always a bit harder when you can't see what's going on. I got called a lightweight a couple of times for going to bed early. If I wasn't demonstrating, I'd have had a couple more drinks, but being a blind wood turner's radical enough without being a blind drunk, yeah. Without being blind drunk wood turner. I had to have my wits about me, so I only had a couple of glasses of wine a night and got to bed early. The party boys were up till bloody 4 and 5 o'clock, excuse my French. Don't know how they did it. Oh gosh, hey kids, eh? Limitless energy. Anyway, quick swig of tea. Excellent. So that left side's done. This right hand side now, the main body, the nib section of the pen is almost where it needs to be. Hello. Hello. Hope you're still there, everybody. That's practically it, yeah. I don't want to push my luck, but every time I have a feel, I think, oh, get another thou off that. Oh, Mike Newman, 8 times world record holder. He's in Torquay, or on his way to Torquay today. He attempts the blind water land speed record tomorrow, all being well. He already holds the record, but he's going to try and break the 100-mile-an-hour barrier on water tomorrow for a blind water speed record. So you go get him, Mike. I was talking to him yesterday, and we've got something in the pipeline, a bit of an activities on the cards concerning me, Mike, and another guy, Steve Joyner, and some motorcycles and a beach. But I don't want to say more than that in a minute. But when Mike gets back, we'll be having a meeting and start planning some. So I'll keep you posted. Just this crazy idea. We've had some blind guys on motorbikes. I mean, what can possibly go wrong? So that's feeling okay there now. So I feel where I need to be. nice and slow here with these. Start sanding just nice and slow. Obviously you should be wearing dust masks and protection, but you won't be able to hear me then, so I have got doors open and ventilation, so the sound's not that great on this live streaming through this phone, I think, but it is what it is for the moment. So keep this paper moving, lessen that heat build up. Let's have a stop and a feel. Yeah, feels good. That piece is junk now. Yeah, I can't wait to meet Carl Jacobson. That's pretty awesome, that. And Jimmy DeResta. Whoa. Big shout out to my brother from another mother, Mike Atkinson, in Peoria, Illinois. Big shout out to Harold Bowen over in Canada. Hope you're doing well, Harold. Al Furtado, Daniel Villarino, Captain Eddie. Right, I'm happy with that there for 120 on that side. Just going slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. Got the lathe spinning really quite slow. Eric Anderson, another great wood turner on YouTube. RJB, there's a lot of pens. Shout out to Alex McPhoney. Could be having a collab coming up shortly with Alex. He does a lot of tech reviews, lives in Liverpool. So could be something happening there, bit of a collab video. Met him at an event in Manchester not too long ago. Really nice guy. Well, I said Steve Healy. Yeah, shout out to Steve Healy who did the demo last night in Garstang, Hillsborough. Don't know if it's Borough or Barrow. So forgive me if I've got that wrong. The bone saw's still doing well. I love that machine. Oh, got some new stickers and gave some stickers out. So got a few more stickers on the sticker plinth. Oh, Jimson, the Milliput master. He was there. Said hello to him. Harvey, how you doing, Harvey? Broadside guy. A lady stopped by. She's a PhD candidate and she's from Oregon, and she's studying and researching spalted wood. That's what a doctorate is on. So she came over and en route to Germany, I believe, she was discussing spalted wood and the obviously spalting is a fungus, but the developing techniques that you can cause the spalting to change colour. So you could have it red or green or blue, which all sounds completely awesome. And obviously a lot of people that like doing things with colour, Jimmy Clues and Martin Saban-Smith and lots more out there. That'd be, you know, amazing for them to get their hands on that technology when it's developed. It's amazing as it's rotating, you can feel the difference between the resin and the wood, and it just sort of amplifies any imperfections or undulations.